Hi! So I'm from the parts of the world where there is no Halloween, but nevertheless, I'm doing a little Halloween project today. I'm knitting spooky mittens. So those mittens are going to be black, obviously. And I will embroider a skull on each mitten, obviously. But to make them even more interesting, I want to make them convertible, like they will have a flap on the top, so that I could use my phone when I'm outside. So I've got all the supplies, let the knitting commence. So, usual thing just happened. Right when I started filming, I immediately got hungry. Probably because I started filming like at noon, so I had to make myself a lunch. And now I'm fully satiated, full of energy, and we can just do, this till the end of the day. So my goal for today is to make at least half of the mitten. Great goal, I say, but we'll see. And we start with a cuff. And I've done the first row. Very difficult to see because it's black. But let's go on. And speaking of mittens, I saw on the Pinterest the most gorgeous mittens ever. I'll put a picture on screen. If I ever be able to make such mittens, I would consider myself a pro knitter. They're just so beautiful and delicate. I can't. So those are my dream mittens. One day, I hope. And speaking of dreams, last night I had two dreams last night. Both of them were on the verge of nightmare. But first dream was about those mittens that I make right now, and I was dreaming that I ran out of this yarn. Which, yeah, I consider it to be a half nightmare, because when you start a project and you're filming yourself, you really don't wanna run out of yarn. Let's hope that dream remains dream. And the second dream was about this painting. In my dream, I painted over this painting. So that you know, this is the painting of a real artist. I borrowed it, so it's just temporarily in my possession. And in my dream, I just decided to paint it over. I don't know where I got this idea in my dream, but yeah. Enough of the stories, let's continue knitting. And I need to concentrate a little bit for this scarf, because I have to alternate between two types of stitches, so I need to count a little bit. So maybe I'll talk to you when I finish the cuff. So after 2.5 hours of knitting, I have this now. This is the cuff, and I decided to make it longer because I want to have it folded like this. Don't know how well you can see this. It's very difficult to film black stuff and black yarn, but oh well. So I will continue knitting the palm, but now I have to take a break because I need to make a thumbnail photo for my previous video where I knitted this beanie. So we are having a little field trip, a little hike. So let's go. I'm back. I changed to comfy clothes and I want to declare that I had a great walk. I didn't leave my home for the whole 2 days. Last time I was outside on the Friday evening when I was coming back from work and yoga class, and I now left for the whole weekend. And now it's Sunday evening, so it was awesome to breathe the fresh air for a change. And I thought that my beanie could be a bit warm for today's weather, because it was around 13-15 degrees outside. But no, it was great. It was a bit windy, so I liked having it on my head. Great stuff. So now I'm back. I made myself a dinner, and while the dinner was cooking, I knitted a little bit. And I made this section of the mitten. So I need to make a few more rows, and then I can mark the beginning of the thumb. Awesome. Let's do that. I give myself 2 more hours to knit, and then we'll have to end this day's session. Because tomorrow is Monday and I go to work. I think I've met today's goal of making half of the mitten. I think we are right halfway through the first mitten. Not bad, not bad. I'm actually impressed, because usually things don't go as planned with most projects that I make. So yeah, that's cool. It looks very weird now with those cables, but we're gonna have even more of them later. As I'll start making the flap, I will not show you this up close because you will not see anything. It's just the nature of black yarn. But yeah, that's enough knitting for today. I'll go to bed and I see you later. Good night. Hi, so I'm walking home right now from work, and it's dawned on me that I'm doing Halloween all wrong. You see, I have never tried a pumpkin spice latte, so I'm going to get one now, and then I'm going to buy some pumpkins for decorative purposes. I like the pumpkin spice latte. It was actually good. I would drink it again. I think they actually added a real pumpkin in a drink because it had texture. I think there were actual pumpkin pieces in it. Just cool. Now, let me show you my pumpkin haul. We've got this yellow pumpkin, then we've got zebra pumpkin, and I think I have the most perfect pumpkin-shaped little baby pumpkin. Then this green weird looking pumpkin with orange spots. We've got weird looking pumpkin with yellow spots. We actually have a baby pumpkin. Well, they're actually all baby pumpkins, but this one is like newborn pumpkin. Very cute. What else we've got? We've got this thicker yellow and green pumpkin, and the final one is this yellow short pumpkin. So I love them all. I think it's possible that they will not go bad with time, but will dry out, so I hope I can have them for many years. And now we are knitting. I had a break for a couple of days because I needed to finish editing my last video and my hands were itching. I really wanted to knit again. So we are finally here. So this is what we have so far. I think the half of the mitten. I know you can't see this still, but the time will come when I will film in daytime. I'm not centered, right? This will be annoying to edit. Better, right? So now I will add another cable because we need to separate the back side of the mitten with the front side of the mitten, because in the front side of the mitten there will be a gap, so I'll do that. It would be great if I finished this mitten today, but I'm not sure. We don't have that much time left before I go to bed. Okay. I've added another cable. Don't know why, but this cable situation reminds me of medical tubes, like in a hospital. I don't know why. And I can't say that I have a lot of experience with medical tubes. It's just, I don't know. So I'll finish this front opening of the flap and I'll try to show you then. So this is how it looks. I will now continue knitting upwards till I meet my fingertips. I thought I would finish this mitten today, but as per usual, my judgment of time was incorrect again. I came up to the point of reducing for a tip of a mitten, so I guess I'll do it tomorrow, because it's already late right now and I need to go to bed. I hope I'll fall asleep quickly and that this pumpkin spice latte in the evening was not a mistake, but I guess we'll see. So I'll continue tomorrow. Good night. Good evening. I'm here to announce that I have 1.5 mittens made. So today is the day that I finally finish both of them. Mark my words. So this part of the video I call Anna's evening knitting session, because it's evening and I'm going to knit. But also I'm going to watch Cool Chicks on Bikes, because Red Bull's Rampage is on. So let's get cozy and finish those bad boys. Okay, let's go rather knit. Hi! So I've got good news for you. I finished knitting my mittens and I didn't run out of yarn. So my dream that I shared with you earlier this video didn't come true, fortunately. And I finally can show you those mittens in a daylight. So here they are. I'll later sew the sides of the flap, so this is why those threads are here and it's gaping a little bit more. I also made a flap for my thumb for, using my phone conveniently. So that's fun. And so today is embroidery day. We're gonna make those mittens spooky and a little bit goth. So I got the skull prepared to be embroidered. I took it from this pattern. This is a death head moth, and for the moment I thought that maybe I should rather embroider this moth onto my mittens, because it's very beautiful. But how hard I tried, I couldn't fit them onto my mittens. So there was nothing left to do but to stand by my original idea of embroidering a skull. I will leave this for another project. Also, I'm leaving all the sources, like tutorials and this pattern, in the description if you're interested in making those. Okay, let's start embroidering. This should be rather quick. So first of all, we need to figure out the placement of the skull. I think maybe somewhere here, sort of in the middle of a mitten, and we need to mark out the canvas. I'll do this with a thread. And this is our canvas. Usually it's a good idea to think and go outside the box, but in this instance, we better stay inside of this marked area. I now need to figure out what direction I want this skull to go, because we've got the mitten and we've got the skull. And I don't know, should it go like this, like towards me, or we should make it upside down, because when I will have my mitten pointed down, the skull will be more visible. Decisions are hard sometimes. I think it should be like this. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, it's time to embroider. I've got this white yarn. What's that? I've got embroidery needle. I might need to double the thread. So difficult to see on this black yarn. I really hope it looks good, because I've never embroidered on knitted things. What? I already messed it up. Okay. I didn't count well. Let's do it again. I did a mistake again. I told you that I want the skull to be upside down, so I had to start from here. Here should be forehead and here should be his teeth, and I did it the opposite way. The third try. Okay, no more mistakes. Agree? High five. First row is done, you see? Good. and it's the right direction. Yeah. Cozy. This is my progress so far. His face is going to be quite wide. It probably won't look like this. I hope at least it looks cute. Now it's time to follow the chart very closely, because there are lots of gaps. Anyway, look, we've got one eye. He's really wide. So this is what we've got. He's definitely wider than the chart I have, but he's not less cuter. He actually looks a little bit like a cat skull, I think. So yeah, so this is the first mitten. I will now embroider the second one. Then I'll have to take care of this. Oh, it's a mess inside, so we need to make it neater and sew those sides together. So yeah, this is what I'm going to do now. I will not bore you more with knitting montages, so I'll finish this off camera and then I'll meet you for the reveal. See you in a couple of seconds. Boop. Wait, how do I show them? You see, that's why I wasn't sure about the direction of the skull. But anyway, they are done. I think they are very cute. Here are the flaps, both for fingers and for thumbs, for easier phone manipulation when I'm outside. In my opinion, they are very beautiful and practical. They are a bit wonky and a little bit too small. You see, when my hand is relaxed, it's fine, but when I straighten up my fingers, you see the opening. Also, I don't like how I finished the tip of finger flap and thumbs. Those look a little bit like witch's nail, which goes alright with Halloween theme, but I'd rather have them more rounded. I think I still can extend the finger flap so that it would be more comfortable and less breezy in winter, but I'll do it later when I have time. So yeah, those are my new Halloween goth mittens. How do you like them? Would you wear mittens like this? I would, and I will. Okay, that's it for today. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you soon. Bye.